This is the plaintiff, Frederick Alexander Carr. He says he's been friends with the defendant's mother for 23 years. So having to take him to court today is uncomfortable, but what's right is right. And what the defendant did to him when he agreed to buy his car isn't cool. The car had unpaid taxes attached to it. He didn't tell him when he purchased it. Now he's out $1,160.16. And son or no son of his friend, he's suing. This is the defendant, Jeremy Pierre. He says he sold the car to the plaintiff for half the Blue Book value. And after the sale was completed, the plaintiff tried to get him to pay for the sales tax. That's the buyer's responsibility. He gave him a great deal on the car and thinks the plaintiff's trying to take advantage of him because he's a kid. Well, this kid won't be bullied. He's accused of annoying his mother's good friend.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff was friends with the defendant's mom for decades. Nevertheless, he's suing the guy for screwing him over in a car deal. The defendant says he sold the car for half of what it was worth, so please, it's the case of I got car faxed.
Thank you, Douglas. Frederick Alexander Carr, you are suing Jeremy Pierre for $1,160.16 that you say he owes you because of a car deal that went bad. Tell me what happened.
Well, Your Honor, back in January of 2018, I was friends with his mother for about 22, 23 years, and she informed me that he had received as a gift a car from his father that he didn't really want.
Why didn't he want it?
I don't know. She didn't tell me his reason, but she told me that it was too big for him. It had tinted windows. She didn't like it for him. So it's sitting in her driveway. He wasn't doing anything with it, and she wished it was gone.
Okay.
So I came on a visit, a normal visit, of visiting my friend and her family, and I saw the car, and it was nice. I thought it was a nice car.
So you decided to buy it, and you paid how much for it?
Paid $1,200 on January 1st,
Okay. Who did you buy it from, the mother or from him?
From Jeremy.
Okay.
And paid him the money, got the paperwork, which...
All this happened where? You folks are from Georgia?
Yes.
Okay. And the car was registered to whom at that point?
It was, the title is the car was not registered, sitting in his driveway.
The title was in whose name at that point when you sold the car?
Not formally mine yet. I think that was part of the issue. It wasn't officially my car yet. I can't remember.
Whose name was the title under? The prior owner?
My dad, yeah.
Okay.
But I have a copy of the original title that I received from him, and it has his father's name on it.
Okay, go on.
And we, at the time, did not know that we needed the title to be in his name to sell the vehicle in Georgia.
Yeah, you can't sell a car unless you have the title. So go ahead.
So I took the title from him.
Unless you are the title holder. So that's called jumping title. So if you want to sell a car, you've got to register it in your name, unless you're a car dealer. Register it in your name and do that whole routine, which people don't want to do because that costs money. You got to pay the man.
Yes.
Yes.
And
no free
we
ride.
both are from Connecticut, so we found out, Your Honor, in the state of Georgia, the valorem taxes.
Valorem taxes?
Yes.
Ad valorem taxes.
Ad valorem tax, yes.
All right. It's like Valerian steel. Okay.
Yes. The title, valorem taxes, has to be paid every time we change the title change.
How much were the ad valorem taxes? How much? $474.25?
Yes.
Plus a late fee, plus an out-of-state title fee, plus penalties, plus interest. So the whole thing came out to $592.36 on a car that somebody gave to you that you sold for how much?
$1,200.
Okay. And what's your response to, so what he originally wanted was just for you to pay that and to do that because he had bought the car and you felt that he should pay your ad valorem taxes.
Correct.
Right. And you felt who should pay them? Santa Claus? Who's going to pay your
not at all.
ad valorem? Right.
Not at all. Honestly, I'm young, so I didn't know. I don't even know exactly how I got into this situation.
How young are you?
I'm 23 years old. That's the first time I've ever sold a car.
Okay.
I had the car for about, I guess, 4 months before I sold it to him. The reason why I never got it registered was because how much the ad valorem was when I first brought the car there.
Did anybody, I mean, I have a 23-year-old. I know how clueless you are.
Would you do business with your friend's son?
No.
Why?
That's a fast way to ruin that relationship.
But you wouldn't know the people. Does that help that you know the people? I'm going way in the back.
I think it does matter that you know the people. I feel like if I'm mad at the son, then I'll get mad at my friend too, and I don't want that at all.
So you wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
You only know what you know, and you only know it once someone teaches it to you.
Right.
So now, bottom line is that it's $592.36. You don't think you should have to pay it, but if not you, then who, though? Because these are the taxes that happen for you to be in a position to sell a car that you already sold. So can I look at you at 23 and understand that you didn't know what you were doing? Yes. Can I look at you at 23 and legally excuse? No.
Right.
Yeah. So if you don't have the title because you didn't do what you have to do, and if all you had to do to get the title to make this contract work was pay $592, and then he paid it, he's right to sue you to get that money back.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't have sold him the car for $1,200 if I knew that I needed it.
I know, and that's on you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's not on him. It's not on me.
Whatever.
You understand what I'm saying? I understand why you may not have known that. I may not have known that, and I'm not 23.
Right.
Right, but the law is the law, and it doesn't excuse you not having. Everybody who sells a car, and that's not just here. It's not in Georgia. It's not in Connecticut. Everybody who sells a car has to have good title to it. You can't jump title. So now explain to me why you're suing him for $503.01 for car insurance. Put your papers down, honey. We're not done. Why are you suing him for $503.01 in money owed for car insurance for 6 months?
Well, Your Honor.
And money to replace a front passenger tire. Tell me about that.
Well, Your Honor, in purchasing the car in January of 2018, I immediately found out at the end of January that I could not register the car because of the title issue. I mailed the title back to them, at his address. Now, my communications back then was with his mom, so I really wasn't communicating with him. I was talking with his mom through text message and expecting that she was relaying the information to him. So once I mailed the title back to them in January, they could have took the title down, did what had to be done. It's only because of them not responding to me.
Really? Because I think it's because of you not talking to the person who sold it to you.
Well, I tried to get his phone number. I didn't want to show up at his house because now we had a little dispute going on. So I tried to
Why didn't you just mail something to him?
I did.
No,
yeah.
Why didn't you mail to him, we need to talk about this? Or what? I mean, I don't know why you're dealing with his mother. He's 23. But anyway, so what are you suggesting? That you didn't drive the car for...
I could not drive the car.
For 4 months. Why didn't you cancel the insurance then? Why are you suing him for the insurance?
I got the insurance on the car because the car cannot sit in your driveway without insurance in the space that we live in. So I couldn't just leave the car there. I immediately wanted to drive the car when I purchased it.
Are you sure you didn't just drive the car those 4 months anyway?
No. I had another car, Your Honor.
Okay, but
I wouldn't do that.
There are solutions, just none of them were good for you, to not having to pay insurance on a car that you're not using. You could have mitigated your damages sooner than you did. In other words, you could have gone and paid that ad valorem tax sooner than you did and then sued him sooner than you did. But you waited 4 months for them to do the right thing. That's fine. But you think I'm going to make him pay not just the ad valorem tax, but all of your insurance costs during all that time?
No,
What about your front tire? Tell me about that. $64.79 money to replace front passenger tire.
The tire that was on the car, it wasn't in bad shape, but it ended up dry rotting and going flat when the car sat in the driveway as long as it did. That's the only reason that the tire went bad. I would have been able to drive on it.
Says who?
Well, I'm a mechanic also, Your Honor, and the treads was coming out on the inside.
Okay,
so,
then the treads were coming out on the inside before this, and that's how you bought the car. He's not going to pay you any of that. He is going to pay you the ad valorem tax, $592.36, verdict for the plaintiff. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the plaintiff gets the $592 tax, nothing else, not the insurance. Well, you learned a lesson, didn't you?
Most definitely, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
You look good today, man.
Look good. Thank you very much. You too. Okay. Sorry, I know you're young. You told the judge, but that's okay.
I don't really have much to say, man.
I know.
I don't know.
You just
it's a weird situation, man.
Okay, good enough. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Take care. All right. Here comes the plaintiff now. How do you feel? You're not getting the insurance, and you didn't get anything for the tire, but you did get the tax money.
Well, I'm happy that I got the
Yeah,
tax money.
right.
I believe that I should have gotten more, but the judge made a valid point, which is I could have done it earlier. But what I didn't get to tell the judge is I had to recover from paying the $1,200 to get the car. That's what took me a couple of months for me to get up to $600 to pay his taxes.
Oh, okay.
But the reason we're really here is because he is young, and I don't blame him, but he was getting bad direction from his parent. That's why he didn't take care of the matter.
Okay. Well, everybody learned a lesson in this
We
case.
all do.
You sure did. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Okay. Harvey, what do you think?
So, I mean, the principle here, Doug, is that the older the car, the more you have to know exactly what you're getting. And particularly, if you have a warranty, you should know what that warranty covers. And by the way, you always have a right to negotiate a warranty.